gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. I did it again. Yesterday, I missed out the legends, even though I said, here are the legends. I got all the comments ready and just didn't put them in for whatever reason. So on screen now are double legends. We have legends from yesterday and from today, and I've probably covered my face up in the process as well. So there we are. Let's move on slightly. If we could hit, right, I've never done this before, so let's just see if we can do this. If we can hit 100 likes in 37 minutes of this video going live, I won't do anything, but I'll be very, very surprised. Let's just see if we can do that. Normally I give you some silly targets like, I don't know, 7 likes for the entire video, but if we can do 100 in 37 minutes, that'll be impressive on this channel. I look forward to seeing if you guys can do that. And of course, thank you very much to the legends, of course, and everyone who leaves a comment, whether it be negative or someone like, for instance, where do we have Sol Corona, who says Vasalco better than Florenzi, question mark, weird face, and then 2 smiley laughing faces. In FIFA, yeah, actually. In real life, I don't have an opinion, but in FIFA, yes. There are very there's a severe lack of good fullbacks in FIFA in general, not just from the Serie A, but in general. You've got pros using icons all over the place, and then their right back is Kyle Walker. Not that I'm saying Kyle Walker is a bad player, but let's be honest, if you've got icons everywhere, and then you're looking at your team thinking, well, what do I want to improve next? Oh, I'll improve the right back. And if the best option you have is an 84 rated right back, that seems a little bit like a cop-out. It's the same situation with the left-back situation as well. Situation is a word I like to use a lot. Roberto Carlos is like the best you can get, and then other than that, it's Alexandro, and then you're kind of limited to 83s, 84s. I think Alaba is... well, saying that, though, you've got Marcelo that I've seen people use a lot. You've got Alba. So maybe left-back isn't that big a deal, but the right-back situation in FIFA is always been a bit of a problem. That SBC, that flashback Juanfran, solved it for many people, but that's gone now. So I feel like they need to introduce I think they need to introduce a few more. A lot of people in the comments, and I'm not going to name names because there's just far too many of you, so many people saying that I need to get Andy Robertson instead of Champions League Ismaili at left back. And also people saying that I need to get rid of Miranda and play like Benatia or something, and then to get Cancelo at right back. Maybe, yeah, because they link chem-wise, don't they? Someone else said to me to get rid of Handanovic and put Szczesny in goal, or inform Szczesny or whatever. Has he got an inform card? Either way, put Szczesny in goal because he's better. Well, I don't know if you know this. If you only watch The Road to Glory, you might not know this, but I have a main account where I review, I would say, 90% of every team of the week. Okay, the big players that are sort of 1 million coins or so I won't touch, but players like Willian, I tested him out before I bought him on The Road to Glory. Even the League SBC Skriniar tested him out before I even considered doing it on The Road to Glory. So I do know an awful lot about players like Benatia and again, inform Cancelo and even the Willian card and everything like that. I know what I like and what I don't like. I know what works for me and what doesn't. I'm not saying that you can't leave suggestions in the comments. That's not what I'm saying. But I've said in previous episodes that I'm actually happy with my defence. Skriniar is a very good defender. Don't have any complaints with him at all. And Miranda, I know a lot of people give me jabs for Miranda. Why have you still got Miranda there? Get Manolas, get this guy, get that guy. I really like Miranda. I think he's a very good centre-back. He's got a lot of stats that sort of a lot of other defenders that you're telling me to get have, but maybe not quite as good. I don't know. It's a weird thing because he's got really good reactions. And he's got very good defensive capabilities. He's the right height that I want. He fits in the team perfectly. I don't really know why people keep telling me to switch him out. I do like to be a little bit different as well. You know, like I don't always like to use... And there's someone in here and I'm never going to find it because it was as I was scrolling through. Nice to see... they said it was nice to see a Road to Glory account that didn't have 4 or 5 icons in it already. Because I assume that most people do in Road to Glories. I think I've only watched one person who does a Road to Glory. And that's Nep, and he has an icon in it, but he was lucky enough to pack it. But still, yeah, a lot of people running Road to Glories at this stage have big players in their team, and I don't necessarily have that. But they also have meta players, so Kondogbia, and even if they go into the Serie A side, they have players like Manolas, they'll have Benatia, and so on. And I don't necessarily want to be the same as everybody else. The Italian teams I come up against, or even the Premier League teams, this is a good example. The Premier League teams I come up against is Van Dijk, De Gea, and someone like Eric Bailly. Those are the same players that pop up in every single Premier League team. Now, on screen, you're seeing a lot of Foot Champions gameplay. I think this is the first 8 or 10, I think it might be 8 matches that I played. I've since pretty much completed my games. I won't give it away as to where I am and what's happening, but at the moment, we've not exactly had the best of starts, unfortunately. I don't know what's happened to me, to be honest. I mean, it's because I had to play most of my games in one day, if I'm honest. But I've just not been playing that well at all. I've been struggling big time. And I don't really know what it is. It's nothing to do with the team, by the way. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you said you like Miranda, but the reason you're struggling is because the defence is crap. It's just me. And I say just me. There are a few things going against me in these games that really are frustrating me, and I'm going on tilt, but because I had to play my games in that one sort of period of time, I didn't really have a chance to calm down, stop playing, and then sort of come back and have another go at it. But I don't really feel like my team is to blame for it, and I'll be the first to admit if my team was at fault. But I think this is one of the instances. The ball literally goes under the goalkeeper there because it was... The goalkeeper, it's not the goalkeeper's fault. He's gone in to slide for the ball and it's deflected and it's gone underneath and the attacker's just skipped over and plopped it in. And it's really frustrating when you get little things like that. This, though, luckily for me, I went 2-1 down, made it back to 2-2. He was dithering with it. We nicked it back with Alexis Sanchez, knocked it through to Shaqiri, and that man is an absolute legend. And he is. People have got off my back about Shaqiri. I think it might be down to the fact that all you see pop up is Shaqiri's card after he scored a goal. So with the sheer amount of times that I score goals with Shaqiri in this game, I think people have finally got the message. Actually, yeah, he's a pretty decent player. We're in the 88th minute here. Lovely editing by myself, and we knock it through to Lucas, who's on as a sub, and he just slaps it underneath the keeper to make it 4-3. And then if that wasn't enough, I decided to play a long ball to Malcolm, who's also on as a sub. I feel like I've made about 6 subs in this game, and I just went for it there. Could have put it into the corner and just held it there. I was tempted to do it, but I thought, you know what? No, gonna go for goal and try and emphasise my win. So many games this weekend so far, I've gone into thinking, well, I've lost this, and then I've actually gone on and won it. And then other games I've gone in and thinking, right, I've got this, and just been completely torn apart. That front three is so iconic in FIFA 19. Player of the Month Lucas, Gabriel Jesus, and then, of course, Anthony Martial. I see that an awful lot, and... they are a very good front three. And again, in this game, I was so close to rage quitting. I really was. Our record at this point, I believe, was 4-3. Oh, dear. And then we went 2-0 down in 16 minutes. Not a good look. Kondogbia, he always scores goals against me. But we're 2-0 down here. 33rd minute, I kept telling myself I cannot allow him to score another goal in this half. And I need to get one back before the break. And we got one back. Just kept telling myself, don't concede, and I didn't. We go into the second half, and then it was a case of, all I need to do is get a goal back. That's all I need to do is score. Don't worry about anything else, just score a goal. Lovely flick from Nainggolan, and Roberto Firmino's effort off the post. I have no idea how Willian scored that goal, I really don't. Now, there is, like I said, a lot of people saying get Cancelo. But there's also a lot of people saying that Skriniar is not worth the money and that I should stay away from that SBC. And I suppose most player picks come down to the individual who's controlling the team. Now, I know that you can get advice from other people. Maybe you watch player reviews. Maybe you talk to your mates about it. Maybe you see YouTubers or pros who are using certain players, so you go out and do it. But at the end of the day, only you can play with a team and decide whether you like it, or play with a player and decide if you like him or not. That's just what it comes down to. Now, when it comes to that SBC Skriniar card, I've used it, I have it on my main account, I know I like it, right? Okay, he's maybe not going to be a player that stays in the team the entire year, but he's going to be there at least until the new year. So, in my opinion, to go and complete that SBC and get all those packs back with a chance of packing something decent, and what's life without a risk, and to get a card that I know I'm going to be able to use for 2 or 3 months, I don't really see the harm in it. You know, why not? Why not indeed? Now, we've played 8, we've won 5, so we are 5-3. It's not a very good look. However, I've written this weekend off because of the sheer amount of games I've had to play in one period of time. So, because they moved the weekend league and I'm busy today pretty much, and tomorrow I don't really have the time that I would normally have to play them. So I've written it off. If I can get to 14, I'm happy. That's all I want is 14. So we need 9 more wins from 22 games. That should be more than doable. Maybe I know, maybe I don't. And of course, if we can get to 17, then that would be fantastic. 14 is the minimum, 17 is ideal, and anything above that is just gravy. I've got a couple of things to do now, so let's go live and do those. So we have 8,500 coins, and I noticed that there was a comment in the, believe it or not, the comment section, asking why certain players were going for certain amounts. And most 84 rated players will be going for a high price right now, regardless of league, because we have that flashback Goetzer SBC. Now, with that being said, I sold Karim Benzema and I sold Perrin, and they both went for just over 10k, well, collectively. And I did have a few other 84s in the club that, I mean, like De Vries, for instance, is one of those that I'm not really going to be using. He is selling for like 5.5 to 6k. And for some reason, like I haven't seen one for less than 6,000 coins at the moment. For some reason, because I bought him for 3-4, I can't really seem to sell him. But we'll keep listing him and see if he goes, and we'll get rid of those. Now, with that being said, let me go round that way so you don't get to see the record. Go into Squad Builder Challenges, and it kind of brings me on to what I was talking about earlier with this League SBC, in my opinion, being worth it. Because like I said, I am going to chip away at it wherever possible. Now, I've completed 2 of these, so we are going to open 2 packs today. First of which is going to be a rare Electrum Players pack. Went out of my way deliberately to get this done. That, unfortunately, is our Vasalco. I've already got another one on the transfer list ready to go, but I have to give up the untradeable one because I don't have another option. I can't use my normal one. So 60 games record for Vasalco is about to go. The rest of it is either pack pulled, such as Dalbert, and I think we've got... Okay, he was bought for 1.8, but Borja Valera was a first owner, the striker's first owner. I think Candreva is first owner. There's quite a few first owners in there, but then I have bought players like Balde Diao for like 1,000 coins and stuff. So I've probably spent about, I would say about 6,000 or 7,000 coins on that SBC. For a rare Electrum Players pack, I'm not too bothered by that at all. That's actually worth doing just for the pack itself, because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that is 6 gold, 6 silver, but 12 rares. So we are guaranteed... There we go, I am right. So we are guaranteed to get 6 rare players. So there's a chance we could get something in that, who knows? What was the other one that I did? I think it might have been Sassuolo. It was. This is a small prime gold players pack. So not amazing, but again, it wasn't that expensive to complete, and that's why I decided to complete it. Now, I think what I'm going to do on Thursday is pick untradeable rewards in the hope that we can pack ourselves quite a few Italian league players. Now, I've only done 3 of them. I've only done 2 of them because it's pretty much all I could afford. If I was going to go chip away at another one, I could probably half complete it, maybe 3/4. There may be 1 or 2 in there for like a mixed players pack or something that I could complete, but I'm just going to wait. I think I'm going to take the untradables, and I'm going to see if we can get Italian players and then put them into this SBC, get packs back for it, and hopefully pack ourselves something decent anyway. What am I hoping for out of these packs? I don't know, to be honest. Just something worth a little bit. Just a couple of 1,000 coins. Nothing too crazy. I'm not expecting walkouts. Would be cool if we could get them. We got boards, though. That's more than what I can hope for. Is that Karim Benzema? That is fantastic. Because he is worth, like I just sold him for, about 6,000 coins. So that is, I think that's probably what I spent on the SBC, to be honest. And then we've got ourselves a couple of other players in there as well. No Italian league, but hey... I'm not complaining. I'm just going to put Karim Benzema up straight away. Will he sell for about 7,000, or can I sell him for about 6,800 or something? Yeah, might be able to get about 6,800 coins out of him. Let's just see if we can. Boom. And then we can put them in the club. So there we go. Happy with that. 14,000. Did he literally just insta-sell? That is a bot if ever I've seen one. So we have a rare Electrum Players pack. If we can get basically the same thing out of this, I'll be very happy. What did I say we spent from that into one? What was it, about 8k maybe? So that could be handy. Come on. Let's get something decent here. No walkout. Okay, that's fine. Like I said, not really expecting walkouts. No boards. That's very disappointing. extremely disappointing, actually. We get ourselves Jonathan Vieira. I'm annoyed by that one because I kind of wanted boards at least. 6 guaranteed rare golds, and we didn't get ourselves... A, we didn't get an Italian league player, and B, we didn't get ourselves a board, which I'm a little bit annoyed by. These may go for stuff, though, because I think that's the Argentine league, isn't it? It is. So he goes for about 1,000 coins, so if I can sell him for 850, I'll take that. We've got Marshall from Norwich, who, again, should sell because there's a league SBC for that. So if we can get 1-2 for him, that'll be pretty decent. What have we got here? Probably nothing worth anything there. Let me put those in the club, and then do I try and sell these, or do I just discard them? Okay, so because he's from Chinese league, we might actually be able to get 1,500 for Jonathan Vieira. Not too bad. Might as well check all these just in case. I don't know if the Russian SBC is out, if they are even doing one. Is this Chinese league? No, this is Saudi league. And he's not worth anything whatsoever. This is Portuguese league. He's not worth anything now, but I don't think the Portuguese league SBC is out. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that might be worth something in the future. We have no promo packs because they've been there for God knows how long. But we have now completed 3 of 20. And it sounds like we've got a long way to go. And we have, to be fair. Have they done the... No, they haven't. So we've still got the Bundesliga, the Premier League, La Liga. We've still got the... We've still got the Portuguese league to go as well. And I don't think they'll be doing a Russian league because I think it's down to rights. Like, I don't think Zenit's even in the game, is it? So, yeah, there's a lot to think about there, but I think I may end up keeping certain players for SBCs that are about to come out. So De Vries sold for 5.8. That was the player, not Benzema. Benzema should sell for about 6.5 if he doesn't go for 6.8. These players should sell within the hour, I would have thought, and hopefully Jonathan Vieira can sell as well, and then we'll be back up to well above 20,000 coins, and then maybe we could go chip away at another one and hope to get something decent in the pack again. And that's kind of what I intend to do. You know, eventually we will pack something decent from one of those SBCs, so hopefully at least we can chip away at Skriniar. We do have this Manolas card, which I'm so tempted to get. I mean, I don't have the money to get it right now. I know I don't, right? But I am tempted to do it because he is a very, very good card and he would obviously fit the team. But there is another thing that I'm thinking of doing. And I know that Vasalko isn't at the right back at the moment. That's because he's on the transfer list. The other thing that I'm thinking of doing, and I haven't built this yet, and I haven't really worked it out in my mind. Well, I've worked it out in my mind, but I haven't actually worked it out full stop to show you immediately now. But I think what I want to do in time, and I don't really know how this is going to work, but I know I said I like to be different. I don't want to go with the meta, but Mbappe has torn me to pieces so many times that it would be really, really cool to have him in the team. And I did come up with a way of doing this, and I can't quite remember what it was. Maybe at the back, who was that? Lala. Lala could be an option. Or but then again, I could go with for chemistry. Maybe, yeah. And I was gonna say for chemistry, I could end up going with, forget Lala for a minute. Let's go with Dani Alves, because Dani Alves is going to work for the centre back. Because I've reviewed that Marquinhos card, right? And I tell you what, I am a big fan of that Marquinhos card. And it would work slightly better for chemistry as well, because I obviously want to try and keep Fabinho in that team if I can. So if I move him down, and then I move Mertens there, yeah, that isn't going to work necessarily, is it? Because I was thinking, we could maybe put Koulibaly instead of Skriniar. But if I'm going to do the SBC, I obviously don't want to do that. I want to keep Skriniar. So I don't really know what to say and how to work it out. But in my mind, getting Mbappe on that right-hand side made sense. Obviously, it would mean Shaqiri would have to be dropped, because there's no way you can fit Shaqiri in that team. That works, because obviously they get a hyperlink to each other. The Mertens situation would only work if I had... No, it's just not going to work at all. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of ifs, ands, or buts, and maybe this isn't the right formation to do it in. But in the future, I was thinking maybe try, if we can get Mbappe in there, if we can get Marquinhos in there, but that's just me speculating, I suppose. But that's just the future. One last thing to talk about, very, very quickly, and that is people keep telling me you've got a very expensive team now, be careful of the drop. Market crash is what they're talking about. Yeah, I know, but to be honest, if I was to prepare for that market crash, I would sell now. And if I'm going to sell now, then I would be stuck with the team for the best part of maybe 4 weekend leagues that I'm not going to get anywhere with. I struggle with the team I have now, so I've got absolutely no chance of being able to go into a weekend league with an inferior team that doesn't cost much just because I want to save myself a few coins. So to be honest, because I'm pretty much happy with the way that this team is, like, okay, I'm looking to put Mbappe in there maybe, but it's not really, I'm not looking to change the entire dynamic. I still have Fabinho, I still have Firmino, I still have Handanovic and Skriniar, which hopefully will be the League SBC version. Eventually we might get ourselves Alexandro at left back or something, and I don't really plan on changing an awful lot, maybe the odd player here or there, so I'm not too concerned about the market crashing, if I'm honest. I'll lose money on Mertens and Firmino and Fabinho and Nainggolan, who isn't in this team because this is a different setup, but those are the only players, and Willian of course, but those are the only players I have that I'll lose money on, so I'm not really that concerned about losing money. If I lose money, I lose money. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun playing the game. I don't want to go 4 weeks with an inferior team just to save a couple of pence. It's not the end of the world. If everything goes down and none of this just turns untradeable overnight, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Who cares? We'll just keep playing, give us more of a reason to get rewards, and it'll give us more of a reason to really try and grind at the game and get better rewards. I mean, if you've got a way that you can fit Mertens, Firmino, Fabinho and Mbappe into the same team without having to make a sub at the beginning of the game, because I hate it when people do that, if you can find a way to do that, then that would be awesome, and I will be open to suggestions, but I genuinely don't think there is a way to get Mertens, Fabinho, Firmino, Mbappe, Marquinhos and quite possibly Nainggolan, because he is an absolutely fantastic player, into a team together with full chem. I don't think there is. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Tomorrow we'll have a lot more gameplay again, so if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. If you let me know how your weekend league is going, of course, I'd be very interested to know. And of course, if you've watched this, you've probably only got 17 minutes left to be able to hit that like button if you're watching it in the first 37 minutes it goes live. So if you haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. It does help me out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.